Desirability is an illusion, a social illusion. I'll say that again. Desirability in general is a social illusion. Let's walk through this. I go out. I'll have a certain level of attractiveness and desirability to, let's say, the opposite sex. You surround me with women. You put women in the environment giving me attention. I'm suddenly more desirable to everybody. The videos like this on YouTube, you snap your finger and you go back to my old profile that had 200,000 subscribers, and let's say this video had 10,000 views, more people are going to desire to click on it and watch it because of that social illusion of a lot of subscribers. Why do you think people are buying views and followers on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube? And a lot of you who follow me, I know a lot of people that you follow that will never admit it, that have bought it and admitted it to me. Why? Because they want their desirability to go up. Now we see this everywhere. Attention, urgency, right? You see a lot of buyers in real estate looking at a home, its desirability goes up. Suddenly the other buyers start acting more frantically because other people showed interest. But that's a social illusion, because if you remove that and you take away the emotion, it's the same house. But now because other people want it, its desirability goes up. That's the point that I'm making here. And you have to understand that, because an issue that we're having right now in society with this topic and many other ones, like I see this a lot in the relationship and dating space. They're trying to like socially pressure people and explain and logic and shame out of what is in the world. What I just described to you is a part of the human life dynamic in regards to desirability. No amount of education or logic or society trying to impose stuff is going to change that. You, as a practitioner, and now having an understanding of it, need to utilize this and understand it for what it is. So if you find yourself maybe pent up desires, you can check it and say, okay, I want that thing, person, item, whatever it is, but I got to check myself real quick, because that social illusion is now making it seem like it's more desirable. And you can also use this as a weapon. Something gets shared more on social media, more people are likely to watch it and share it. You need to understand this concept and use it in your marketing, in your sales, in your communication. I look at when I built my team, Team BC, and think of it this way, right? The more collaboration I have within the team, I could talk about like my coaching, my team, and everything all day, every day. The more other people talk about it, its desirability to the customer goes up. What's been incredible lately is my main tier 1 coaching program, Distinguished Agent, because I have two. I have the 90-day sprint, the Agagi, and then I have the Distinguished Agent. I've had 4 people join Distinguished Agent in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. 3 out of the 4 were other people who sold them, not me. They didn't talk to me. They were referred by another student or member of my coaching program, and they joined. That ultimately got them to pull the trigger and join. So the desirability of me and my program went up. Social illusion, other people, social proof. You've heard this. That person, that organization, social proofs the person, social proof. Other people have done it, liked it, support this. Customer reviews. Why do you think a lot of companies pump fake customer testimonials and reviews, right? I'm hitting you guys from different angles so you get this. All of this falls under the branch and under the title of desirability isn't a social illusion. So you want to take that away to see the real value of the person or the object or whatever it is. So I look at like myself as an example. I know generally speaking, I'm going to be less desirable to people right now as I'm rebuilding, because I have to start over again. I don't have the huge following like I had before. But again, for the people who are outside of the box thinkers, more critical thinkers, are going to be able to recognize the value in everything that I teach, the level that I'm really at, the amount of experience that I have, and they're going to listen anyway, and we'll get back there. But initially, the first people who are going to follow me are the ones who identify that. Then as this channel grows and I hit 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 subscribers, my Instagram grows again and all that fun stuff, then okay. Then the masses are going to come and join, and I'm going to be more desirable to the average everyday Joe Schmo, because now everybody's following me. Why do you think people run ads and put themselves in your face all the time? Social illusion. If I see this person everywhere, eventually I'm going to say, you know what? I've seen this dude 10, 20, 30 times. Let me listen to him. Let me watch his stuff. Social illusion. If I see you everywhere. Same thing when I built up my brands originally. People started seeing me everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, before all the crazy changes and censorship and algorithm shifts, when it was just organic and you would have the timeline without all these crazy ads too. Eventually people started following me. Like, man, I see this dude everywhere. He's everywhere. He's consistent. There we go. Social proof. It's a social illusion. More people start sharing and talking about it. Boom, there you go. You could be the same place that you're at right now. You're going to make more sales, have more respect, be more attractive if you have, again, more of a following and all that stuff. I would laugh at when people would meet me and we'd hit it off, right? Men or women. The moment they saw my YouTube or Instagram, the respect and desire for me and admiration shot through the roof. 5, 6 years ago, I had 60,000 followers on Instagram, 200,000 on YouTube. You immediately you would see a shift, but that's that social illusion. We were already hitting it off well, and that just, boom, took it to a different stratosphere. So again, understand this for you in your life, but also utilize it. This is why in marketing, people in their email signatures will put, we're in the top 1%, top 5%, recommended by X amount of customers, 10,000 plus sales. You've heard me say it. I've coached thousands of students. I've sold tens of thousands of online courses over the years. I've done that. Those are the real numbers. Now that's true. I'm not lying, which is an asterisk here. You want to be honest, but at the same time, that's social proof. And it's going to make people a lot more likely to trust me. Same thing with longevity in the game. I've been, in the sales and real estate industries for 12, 13 years now, and I've been coaching and training people now for probably 6 or 7 of those years, or maybe even a little bit more. I run a nationwide real estate team that's sold hundreds of millions in real estate and done tons of transactions. It would have gotten out that I'm fake or no good at that. I still wouldn't have students, right? I'm rebuilding right now from the ground up, and I'm already doing well. I had a massive drop in income and all that, and I'm still making more money than most people. It's crazy, but that's real value. But I understand these dynamics, and I've done it the right way. So you can now employ these things and skills, but understand what I said in this video, that desirability is a social illusion. Even if something is valuable and worth it and good, that diamond on its own is cool. But the social proof of everybody wanting the diamond and the attention and the Rolex watch and the Lambo and all that stuff, right? Everyone else loving that, showing attention and admiration, pumps up its desirability a lot, which is why we feel compelled. That's why a Lamborghini drives by and you can't help but look at it, or you at least know it's there, even if you want to ignore it, because it screams that social proof. It's crazy. I've owned one for years, right? If you're new around here, I owned a Lamborghini for 3 years, a long time ago. Had a Porsche GT3 RS, a Toyota Supra. At one point, I owned 7, 8 cars, had that mansion in California, right? If you missed all that stuff, I did. Got rid of it all, bought more real estate, right? Was more about making moves. I'm more of a minimalist now, but those were goals and things that I wanted to achieve. I checked them off, and we moved on to the next. But see, people are still chasing that stuff now. I accomplished it almost 10 years ago. I bought my Lamborghini in 2017. It's been almost 10 years, right? We got to move on to bigger and better things, but having that car, posting with that car, more likes, more shares, more all that. So is it a strong marketing tool? Absolutely. And I utilized it as such because it is. So understand overall that desirability is a social illusion, and something that's 2 out of 10 desirability with that social proof goes to a 6, 7, 8, 10 out of 10, just because of that social illusion that's created. Don't be manipulated by it. Understand it, recognize it, and then utilize it in your life for whatever purpose you'd like, assuming that it's a positive one. All right? That's it for this one, guys. Drop a comment for the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a thumbs up as well. Help us out. Take a second to support the channel. Check out any free resources I have in the description. Other than that, we'll see you on the next video. All right? Peace.